making is one of the most complicated things to do. Mercy Mukui learned the art of candle making and decided to use it as her way of earning income.
My name is Mukui Mercy. I make candles and I also make lip balms and lip scrubs.
Join me, Hazel Juma, as we visit her in her home, where she explains and shows us how she picks the right wick size.
Wick size depends on a few factors. One, the size of the jar, and two, the type of wax that you're using. So whichever since candle making we have two major wax in Kenya that we use. We use soy wax and we use coconut wax. It really works with the making of candles. So depending on which wax that you want to use, you can comfortably choose your wick size.
How she prevents imperfections.
Imperfections. Um, Imperfections are always there in making of candles. But what you need to have as a candle maker is a heat gun. Heat gun really, really helps because for soy wax, it comes with flakes. And flakes, when you melt it and it solidifies, on the top, it won't be smooth. So the heat gun will enable you to smoothen the sides and the top of it.
How much she started her business with.
This candle making business, I started it with 100,000. 100,000 inakuja with venye unafanya trial error basis, the things that you really need basically. Then nikaona sitaitumia tena, but basically everything just costed 100,000. Yes.
If she needs insurance.
Insurance, not really. If I've sold my candle and my client feels that they didn't they didn't like it, I will swap it for you. But before giving you the candle, I will give you the guidelines on how to take care of the candle, so to avoid some issues on maybe the wick is not working, or maybe you light it for a long period of time, or you light it for a few period of time. So to avoid such, I usually, as much as I have the rules below the candle, I usually just tell the client what to do.
Why candles smell bad at some point.
The smell of the candle, basically, before we sell a candle to someone, once we have made it today, before we sell it, there is a duration that it needs to cure. So we can't sell the candle before it cures. And the chances of it not smelling, not having a good scent is maybe it hasn't cured enough, or the person the candle maker didn't put enough scent. So the ratio of the wax and the fragrance have to go hand in hand.
And what made her to be a chandler.
I really loved scents. I've always been in love with scents. Way back, nimekuwa tu nikipenda scents. So the thought of kitambo penye tulikuwa tunakaa, kulikuwa kuna, see the way a house can be stuffy. So I never liked it. Ndo nikakuja nikashangaa what can make me feel comfortable in my space, in my house. And the solution ya candle ndo ikakuja hapo. So I started making candles at that point and doing different scents, different formulations, and finally we are here at Upsmell.
Currently, she supplies her candles to different places and people, as she also works with Air Duka to advertise her business.
When I'm selling my candles or when I'm advertising my candles, each candle has an advantage. So the one that we have made today, the strawberry scent, it lifts someone's mood. So when you're feeling low, when you light it up, your mood just lifts. So each candle, each scent has its benefits. I can't really specify on what makes me choose the fragrance, but I give once I come to you and I tell you this is what I have. I have peppermint scent, I have vanilla scent, I have palmarosa scent, I have sweet orange scent. I'll tell you in details each and every benefit of the candle. The first step is to measure the wax, which I've already done. So you're going to put it in this pitcher. And we're going to put this pitcher over our water bath, which you're going to heat it. As you're waiting for that to melt, we're going to prepare our jar by fixing the wicks. So basically I'm just attaching the wicks to the jar so that it can be able to be held firmly. And I'll place our wick holders. This is just to put the wicks in place, and we're going to set it aside. We're going to put our thermometer so that we can check the boiling point of the soy wax. Naweka hii kitambaa hapa so that when I'm shifting the jar to here, it won't mess up my working surface, basically. Once it's done, tutazima the fire, and then we're going to remove the pitcher and put it in our working surface. So at this stage, we need to let the wax cool a bit before adding our fragrance. So today we're going to add our strawberry ice cream fragrance to this candle. So we're going to wait it a bit. As we're going to wait, I'm going to stir it slowly as I wait for the temperatures to drop, and then we're going to add our fragrance at a certain temperature. As we wait for the temperatures to cool, I'm going to preheat my jar. The reason why I'm preheating my jar is to prevent the sudden change of temperature between the jar, which is cold, and the wax which is warm. So I'm quickly going to preheat it just slightly, and then once the temperatures have dropped, I'm going to add my fragrance, and then I'm going to pour the wax in our jar. The heat gunner also comes in handy once we have the wax has melted and you get that your surface is not smooth, so unapitisha tu hiyo heat kidogo tu hapo juu once the candle imesha cool. So that is in position. My wax is ready. So we usually use a certain percentage. The ratio of wax to the center has to go hand in hand. So once we have obtained the quantity of the fragrance, I'm quickly going to add the fragrance to the you have to be really gentle usije ukaeka excess. There. So we need to quickly and swiftly mix the two together. We're doing it gently so that we don't allow air bubbles inside the mixture. We're going to return our thermometer as we measure to obtain our pouring temperature. So a candle basically has the melting point, the temperature to add your fragrance, and the temperature to pour your solution. We have reached our peak. I'm going to put them aside. I'm just wiping it off to avoid nini igande, wax igande kwa my spatula na kwa my thermometer. Papa, you're going to do it gently. And that's it. We're going to leave it to cure and solidify.
For Top TV, Hazel Juma.